Spartan fans, we're here with Trent Kersten, the head coach for San Jose State Volleyball. Coach, it was a big win against New Mexico the last time out. It was a tough start. The first set, San Jose State dropped, but what did you see as the keys to the team coming back, winning the match on the road and at elevation as well, a pretty tough place to play?
Yeah, I think in the first set, you got to give a lot of credit to New Mexico and how they started the match. I thought they played really well. They're offensively were extremely efficient, and we had a hard time kind of catching up, right? But I think there's one team that this team has really proved this year, and it's like you can take a punch like that in a set and then reset and restart, 0-0 and kind of get going again. And so I thought our team did a really good job of that, and really had a great fifth set. One of our best fifth set performances, I thought. So yeah, really a lot of good performances throughout the entire match. Some people stepped up, some people had each other's back and got an opportunity and came in and had a positive impact. And we ended up, coming away with the result that we wanted to get, and really excited for the team. And that's a big road victory for us.
You mentioned the team being able to take a punch. The match was tied 30 times. There were 15 lead changes. As a coach, what is better for your team? A match like that, where it goes back and forth and it's pretty stress-inducing, or a more dominating performance? And maybe not what's better for your team also, but what do you prefer as a coach?
Well, I would love to just coach in matches that were completely dominant all the time. I think that would be great. That'd say that, our staff and players are doing a pretty great job overall, but that's not the reality of our conference, right? There's a lot of really great teams within our conference. And the reality is when you get to a tournament situation, that's not how volleyball is going to look. Specifically talking about the Mountain West tournament, and there's going to be tight sets, there's going to be blowout sets, like it's going to be so much defined on how teams respond to those moments. And I thought, again, our team did a really good job of that last night, and just a lot of belief in what we're doing and systems, and being able to weather some storms, so to speak, while we're playing live.
3 straight wins after 3 straight losses. What is the feel with the team right now in terms of confidence, in terms of rhythm, especially as we get closer to the end of the regular season? It's been kind of a streaky year for the Spartans. You started off red hot, then you had the little bump in the road with the losing streak, and now you guys seem to be right back on track. So what's the environment around the team, the general feel and the mood with the team right now?
Yeah, I think today's mood is tired. I think we got back from New Mexico at around noon today, and that included a 4:40 a.m. wake up call Mountain Time. And at the same time, we got to the San Jose airport today, and we traveled with the speaker, and started playing some songs at the airport, waiting for baggage claim, and got a couple kids dancing with us, and that was pretty awesome. I think general mood and all that stuff, when you're talking about the difference between winning and losing, like that's an issue. If those two things are different, if they're drastically different, I think you have bigger problems. And like if we win a game, my expectation is to come back in the gym and get to work. And if we lose a game, my expectation is to get back in the gym and get back to work. So I don't think we have large mood swings based on results. I think this team is a lot more professional than the alternative of that.
We're here with head coach Trent Kersten of San Jose State Volleyball. Coach, the next match for the Spartans is against the Air Force Falcons. Now, Air Force has yet to win a match on the road, but they do have 2 conference victories, and those came against Nevada and Fresno State, both by way of the sweep. So how much of a danger do the Falcons pose to the Spartans tomorrow afternoon. They've proven they can beat conference opponents and quite decisively.
Yeah, they're a really good team, and we've got to be ready. We've got to come out, and we've got to be willing to execute. Like I said, we didn't get a. It's not like we grinded in practice today. We kept everyone fresh and just touched the volleyball for a little bit, and so we've got to rely on our training from just how we see the game, how we read the game, and what we see on video between last night and tomorrow when we get to go compete against Air Force. And I think they're a well-coached team, and if you're playing anyone in the Mountain West and you come in with the mindset of, oh, we've got this, like, you're going to get smoked. Like, all these teams are good enough to beat you on any given night, and you have to come out and like I talked about earlier, just be a professional in how you handle your preparation and how you handle your recovery for your body. And again, have a lot of heart and love for the game when you get to go out and put on a jersey. So
We mentioned that we're coming to the end of the regular season, but this year there is a conference tournament. Now, the conference tournament works where the top 6 teams in the regular season standings gain entry into that conference tournament. Has the coaching staff thought about positioning for the conference tournament at all? And does it matter? Because you just spoke to the parity of the conference and how one team can beat another on any given day or night. So does that matter at all to the coaching staff, to the players? Are you even thinking about it?
I don't think it'll matter until we get into the last few games. We just hit the halfway point of our conference play. And so, like, I really don't anticipate that coming into any decision making until we get to the last couple games. And you're thinking about, gosh, are we in the mix for the 1 or 2 seed? Because after that, I'm not sure it matters a whole lot. You're going to have to play 3 days in a row, and at the same time, in some ways, being the 3 through 6 seed, it can be really beneficial because there's so much stress that comes from a playoff environment. Once you have a game under your belt, usually the level increases a little bit in that situation. And so I'm not so sure that there's a tangible or like very real advantage for either situation, besides maybe just recovery and only having to play 2 matches in the 1 or 2 seed.
Last question for you. You mentioned how the team was tired probably today from the travel and just the logistics of a volleyball season and as you go throughout the season. How are you able to keep the team focused on the task at hand for each individual practice, each individual match? I don't want to get too textbook here with this question, but what is the psychology behind that mindset, if there is a particular mindset, and just training not only the body but the mind to respond in those crucial moments during a season where maybe someone who doesn't play volleyball wouldn't be able to respond, perhaps?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple ways to look at it. Some strategies might be you got to just take it game by game, day by day, right? And we've all heard that. Other strategies might be try and chunk some games together and create a theme. Other ideas might be, what were you doing in August as far as team building, and July as far as team building this year? And we put a lot of time into, hey, how does this look after we get back from a travel trip and we're all tired and we're all fatigued and we get to go play again the next day? Like, what does that look like? And getting uber specific on those types of things. So really they're creating the standard, and it's a lot less us as a staff trying to pull it out of them. It's a lot more them like really wanting it and really wanting this season to be special. And that says a lot about our leadership. Mia, Haley, Brian, Vi, and Sarah all do a really good job guiding our team and having those conversations when they need to be had. But everyone just really wants this. We want to give Vi and Ryan a chance to have a playoff experience. And I'm very motivated by that because I think the world of Ryan and Vi, and have a whole lot of love for each of them, and just want to see them have that experience before they retire their jersey here at San Jose.
All right. Well, Coach Kersten, we thank you for the time, and we wish you the best of luck tomorrow against the Air Force Falcons. San Jose State takes on Air Force 1 p.m. on the Mountain West Network. The Spartans return back to San Jose, so you can also catch the match in person. Head coach Trent Kersten, best of luck tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.